Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to my July beauty favorites. I have a lot of good stuff to share with you, some new, some old, but it's all stuff I've been loving this past month. It's all stuff that has been in heavy rotation. Let's start with fragrance. This has been my most used fragrance of the entire month. I've talked about it a bit more in my last empties and new products video. I loved it then. I still very much love it now. I have been using it every single day pretty much for the entire month of July. It's by the brand Vyreo and the name of the fragrance is Free 00. And it's just a beautiful, well-balanced summer fragrance. It's, has a little bit of citrus. It has a little bit of jasmine. It has a little bit of vanilla. It's like a creamy orange creamsicle. Creamy orange creamsicle? That doesn't sound right. It's very much that an orange creamsicle scent for me, and I just think it's really beautiful, really summery, and I've been enjoying it every single day. It's like an easy everyday fragrance, truly for any occasion, work appropriate. Like, it's not headache inducing, it's not too in your face. Sometimes if I want to amp up the citrusy and woodsy notes, I have been pairing it with my Oil Perfumery Vyrao Bal d'Afrique perfume oil, and they just play really nicely together. So when I combine them, what I do is I apply the fragrance oil on my pulse points, like on my wrists, sometimes in here as well, and then I apply the Vyreo perfume just on the pulse points by my neck and behind my head. So that's kind of how whenever I'm mixing fragrances, that's how I do it. I just apply them on different areas of my body, and then all together it just wafts a collectively beautiful summer scent. So this has been my go-to July fragrance combination. It's been making me really, really happy. From one great dynamic duo to another, this is a base combination that I've been playing around with this month and I've been loving it. And I have to thank my friend Laura, who messaged me on Instagram telling me to try this combination. Laura is one of my oldest friends. We went to high school together. We still kept in touch after all these years. She lives in San Francisco now, and we chat about beauty every now and then, and we share a lot of the same preferences in terms of foundations. So she messaged me, she's like, you have to try mixing the Chanel water tint with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. It wears so well. It's such a good summer combo. And I have to agree, it is such a good foundation combination. So I've been doing one pump of my Chanel Le Beige water tint. I use this in the shade medium, and then I do one pump of the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I use this in the shade 1N14, and together they just make such a good combination. The Chanel water tint gives the Makeup Forever foundation a little bit more of a fresh glow to it, but since this is such a long wearing foundation, I get the benefits of both. I get like the fresh glow of the Chanel with the additional coverage and a little bit longer wear time of the Makeup Forever, and it's been a really, really beautiful combination. This has been like my go-to date night or like night out combination for July. Really happy to have discovered this, another one of my go-to combinations to add to the list. I love mixing foundations and I talk about it all the time, but it's such a fun way to enjoy what you have. Sometimes it's a bust, but even, it's worth a try. Sometimes you discover a new combination that you absolutely love. You can customize coverage, you can customize finish, you can customize the color. It's really fun to have a little playtime session and enjoy what you have without buying something new, but you still kind of get that feeling of discovering something new. Since we're doing dynamic duos, let's go with another one. Eyelashes. I have been using an eyelash growth serum again for the last couple of months, and I love this. I bought this on recommendation from my friend Vanessa. She is Goals to Get Glowing on Instagram, and she is one of my favorite Instagrams to follow, especially when it comes to skincare reviews. She's extremely thorough. I love her insight. I trust her opinion, and she always has such great recommendations. So I think she did a paid partnership with this brand, and she got great results from this lash serum. You can buy it on Amazon, and it's NYK1 Lashforce Eyelash Growth Serum. And I was drawn to this because the price is really good. I have had really good results with lash serums in the past. The one that I was using the most consistently was by the brand New Lash, but that lash serum is like $150. So I hadn't repurchased it, but I felt like I was missing a lash serum in my life. I do like to have, I mean, I don't use a lash serum consistently, but it's nice to do like a round of lash growth serum every year in order to make sure my lashes look their best. So when Vanessa was raving about this, I bought it. It was at a really decent price point. It was around $40 on Amazon, and I've been using it for over a month now, enough to start seeing results, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not experiencing any discomfort. This does not contain that controversial ingredient that some, I think, was it Latisse? I don't know. There was like a thing with some lash growth serums not that long ago, I think pertaining to prostaglandins, which is one of the ingredients that was in some other lash serums. This lash serum does not contain prostaglandins, so it's I was comfortable using it. I have experienced zero discomfort, zero irritation. It's just like a clear, liquidy thing. It has a brush tip applicator, and I just apply it on my lashes before I go to bed every night, and I've been really happy with it. With my new long, strong lashes, I have been loving this mascara. Raved about it in a recent video as well, but yeah, this is my favorite mascara that I've tried this year. It's the Sweed Pro Lash Lift Mascara, and yeah, it's just a great everyday mascara. Really gives me a lot of length and lift, as the name suggests. It's not like super volumizing, so if you are a volume girl, you might not like this. This is more of like a length and lift type of mascara. The wand, it takes a bit getting used to since it's like a plastic bristle comb type of structure, but I'm really enjoying it. So really happy with this mascara. When it comes to blush, I wanted to focus on shopping my stash and showing some love to some old blushes in my collection that are no longer available. And just because they're limited edition or they were no longer available does not mean that I shouldn't love them and use them and feature them on my channel, even though you can't go out and buy these exact shades. I hope that it at least inspires you to open up your makeup drawer and see, hey, what old blush that I really love have I not used in a while? Just pull that out and show it some love. So for me, this month has been all about Burberry Tangerine, which is just a really pretty soft tangerine kind of color. It's not super bright, but it's also not super muted. It's just like a perfectly balanced peachy blush. And I've also been really loving the NARS Soft Matte Blush in the shade Gasp. This is what I'm wearing today. It's just like that perfect burnt, like slightly sunburnt skin type of blush, and for some reason this shade was limited edition. I don't know if NARS is going to discontinue this blush formula altogether, because even though it's not an old product, I feel like it hasn't really been getting any more coverage. They haven't really like extended the shade range or anything. It's been quite quiet, so I'm not sure what's happening with these blushes, but this particular shade is no longer available. But it was really pretty, and I've been wearing it a lot, and I just love this color, especially this time of year. So with this particular blush, I've been really loving applying it with my Rephr 04 blush brush. It almost fits in the entire jar, but it just does a really nice job at diffusing and giving me a really nice even application. Sometimes in a pinch, I've even used this little brush that came with my Chanel water tint. This actually fits perfectly in the jar, so this has been nice to use with this particular blush as well. And then my other cheek favorite that I just can't seem to shut up about, but I've been wearing it a ton ever since I bought it. It's the Makeup by Mario Softsculpt Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium, and I just love this color because it's so easy to wear. It's so easy to wear, so easy to blend. It's like a perfect sculpting shade. It just gives me a little bit of sculpting, a little bit of warmth, melts like butter, and I've been applying this with my BK Beauty 106 brush, and this has been a really, really great brush to use with this product. I kind of just use it mostly on my cheeks and then on the perimeters of my face, and sometimes the sides of my nose as well, to give myself a little bit of a contour. And it's just beautiful. So easy to work with. And if I want to amp it up a bit, I usually layer like a powder bronzer over top. When it comes to eyeshadow, I've been quite boring and predictable. I have not been into eyeshadow palettes at all, and I've just been like a one and done shadow girl, at most 2 eyeshadows. That's the maximum amount of effort I was willing to put into my eyeshadow looks. It's just been really hot, and haven't really been in the mood for a smoky eye. I've just been looking for easy stuff that I can just kind of slap on and go. And of course, another dynamic duo, the Chantecaille Mermaid eye colors. I'm not going to go on too much about them because I just did a video with all about my Chantecaille favorites, and you can see these together in action. The shades Sylvie and Copper, either layered on top of each other or worn on their own, have just been so easy and such favorites. They're just perfect. Just the perfect neutrals for me. So this is the shade Copper, has a bit more sheen to it, and then this is the shade Sylvie. I've also been reaching for my Tom Ford Emotionproof eyeshadow in the shade Abyssinian a lot. Not sure if this particular product is discontinued now, but it's a really beautiful, warm, matte brown. Abyssinian is a bit darker and more matte than Chantecaille Sylvie, and it's also a bit more warm. This is kind of how the two compare, and let me swatch them side by side too so you can get a better idea. This is how Tom Ford Abyssinian compares with Chantecaille Sylvie. So Abyssinian is definitely a warmer brown. It's also matte, and it's more of like a traditional cream eyeshadow formula, whereas Chantecaille Sylvie is has a bit of a soft sheen to it. Even though the formula is called Mermaid Eye Matte, it's not a matte formula. It just has like the most flattering amount of sheen, and it's a cream to powder formula. It definitely feels more powdery in the pan, and it's also just really, really easy to blend and sheer out. This is easy to blend too, but you have to work more quickly because it can set. But obviously I love both. I'm wearing Abyssinian today, and it's just been so easy for me to just kind of slap them on. And my go-to brush to use with any of these shadows is the Rephr 01 brush. It's very similar to the old MAC 217 brush. It's just my favorite one and done eyeshadow brush because of the shape. You can lay down color, you can also blend everything out with ease, and it's perfect. So that's the only brush that I used today when I did my my eyeshadow, and I've just been loving it so much. For skincare, I have one skincare product that is definitely worth a shout out, and I've been using this on my body and on my face, and it's the Dr. Zenovia Scar Gel treatment. I received this in PR from the brand, and I've been really enjoying this. I had some, I still have some poison ivy scarring, and when I am consistent with application of this product, it really does make a difference. And I also really liked it on my face to help with some, to help fade some post cystic acne marks, and especially on a blemish. Sometimes when blemishes dry, like after they fade, the bump is gone, but you're kind of left with like a dry patch. This kind of helps soothe that dry patch really, really nicely. And it's just like it's a clear gel. It's a clear gel, like a silicone-y gel type of feeling, and it's just meant to be an occlusive, and contains some papaya enzymes too. It's just really, really nice. It's been great, really soothing, and it helps break down those pigment cells over time as well. So I've been enjoying this. I am seeing results with it, so I thought I would shout it out because it's nice. And the last product is an honorable mention. I just had to throw this in there because I haven't been wearing it a ton, but the few times that I've busted it out, I've just felt so good and so happy in it. And it's the lipstick that I'm wearing today, and it's the Lisa Eldridge Strawberry Shock lipstick. This is like the ultimate bright summer lip. It is so perfect. It's just like the perfect punchy orangey red, but with a bit of pink. It's so, so good. It's so, so comfortable. I love this formula. The saturated, what's it called? The insanely saturated lipstick formula. It's so good. It's so comfortable. It's a joy to wear. It feels like nothing on the lips. And it just makes me so happy. So I just feel so good every time I put this on. So it's definitely worth a mention. I think you can still get it. It should still be available on the Lisa Eldridge website. If not, fingers crossed it will be restocked. But that's it for me. Not too much, not too little, just the right amount of products. These are all products that have been making me really happy, stuff that has been on heavy rotation for the month of July. Let me know what some of your favorite beauty discoveries of July have been. We will be chatting in the comment section below. I hope you're having a really beautiful summer so far. It's been very hot, I feel like, everywhere. We are all just sweating and trying to make it through. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.